What's up, you guys? My name is Aubrey and this is my channel. So on this channel, we talk a whole lot about side gigs, entrepreneurship, and making money. But the fact is that not everybody has a desire to be an entrepreneur or be a gig worker, and I totally understand that. You know, the fact is that the lack of stability that comes along with being a gig worker or being an entrepreneur is something that may not be desirable to a lot of people. In fact, there are a lot of people in my own close circle that have absolutely no desire to be an entrepreneur or to be self-employed. So instead of talking about the gig economy, instead of talking about entrepreneurship today, I want to talk about different career paths that you can explore that require minimal amounts of education and that can get you close to that six-figure a year salary. All of the jobs that we're going to be talking about today do not need an extensive amount of education, and they all make $75,000 per year or more. So let's get started. So the first job that I want to talk about today is a computer network architect. Now, funny enough, I know a few people that do this for a living, and all of them make an extremely good income. Now, what a computer network architect does is they basically organize and maintain computer networks. They build and maintain communication networks, including local area networks or LANs, as well as wide area networks, otherwise known as WANs. Now, if you're anything like me, you may be wondering, what is a LAN? What's a WAN? And what is a computer network in general? And after doing a quick Google search, I figured out that a computer network, an LAN, a WAN are basically just a series of different computers that are built to communicate information with one another. Now, that is a very basic and minimalist explanation of what this is, but that is kind of the layman's term of what a computer network is. So what a network architect does is they build out, they maintain, and they troubleshoot these different networks so that they can stay communicating with one another. Now, the median salary for this type of job is about $120,000 per year, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Now, according to different sources, depending on what type of network architect you go with, whether it's like with a big company, with a privately held company, with like a government association, you may need a bachelor's degree for this position. But in some other cases, IT experience or a trade education could also work as well. The next one is in the medical field, and it requires a surprisingly little amount of education, and that is a radiation therapist. Now, what a radiation therapist is it is basically the administrator of the radiation that people receive whenever they're going through treatment for different types of cancers or diseases. Now, the median salary for a radiation therapist is just above $85,000 per year. And in order to become a radiation therapist, you either need to have an associate's in radiation therapy. They also accept a bachelor's in radiation therapy as well, but in some states you don't need either of those, and you could actually just get a certification for radiation therapy, and that would be sufficient enough to get hired for this job. But regardless of which path you take in order to become a radiation therapist, you do have to get a national certification. So whether or not you have a bachelor's, an associate's, or just a certification program, you will have to get nationally certified in order to become a licensed radiation therapist. But all in all, I think that that's a small price to pay for an $85,000 per year salary. The next job I want to talk about is also in the medical field, and that is a nuclear medicine technologist. Now, this is something that I had never heard of before, but as I started doing research, I realized that I had heard of it, I just didn't know the full term. Now, what a nuclear medicine technologist does is they administer radioactive medicine for the purpose of doing scans, diagnostics, and so much more. So whenever you see like images or videos of people that get a brain scan, one of the ways that they're able to do that brain scan is through radioactive medicine that is distributed through a radioactive medicine technologist. Now, nuclear medicine technologists typically work in hospitals, but according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, they sometimes also work in private offices as well. The median pay for this job is just below $78,000 at $77,950 per year. And according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the way that you become a nuclear medicine technologist is you have to have an associate's degree, but a bachelor's degree is also accepted as well. And you have to be certified through a national certification program in order to be licensed to administer this radioactive medication. And according to the same source, the Bureau of Labor Statistics, this job is not going away anytime soon. In fact, in 2019, it grew 5% faster than the average occupation. So it seems as though if you're looking for a high-paying job, but also a safe job that will be around for a long time, this is a great option for you. The next job is also in the medical field, but this is the last medical field job, I promise, and that is a dental hygienist. Now, we've all dealt with dental hygienists before, or at least I hope we have, because we should all be going to the dentist. And I knew, of course, what a dental hygienist was. was, but I did not realize how much they got paid. Now, the median salary of a dental hygienist in 2019 is $76,220 per year. And what a dental hygienist does is they do a lot of the prep work during a dental examination before the actual dentist comes in. So they'll do the examination, they'll look for any sort of like dental disease, any hygiene issues, and so on. So basically, whenever you go into the dental office, the person who sees you before the dentist is oftentimes the dental hygienist. Now, in order to become a dental hygienist, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, you have to have an associate's degree or you have to take part in a dental hygienist program, which is often found at community colleges or technical schools. In fact, according to the Commission of Dental Accreditation, there are over 300 different options out there if you're somebody who's wanting to go to a dental hygienist program. So if you're somebody who likes the medical field, if you want to get paid a $75,000 to $80,000 per year salary, but you don't want to deal with radioactive medication, then a dental hygienist career could be a great option for you. And the next one is a construction manager. Now, the name of this career kind of speaks for itself, but what a construction manager does is they basically plan, execute, and manage construction jobs and construction sites. The median salary of a construction manager, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, is $95,260 per year. And according to different sources that I looked up, the way that you can become a construction manager, there are kind of different paths that you could pursue. One of the options is to get a bachelor's degree in a construction-related field. Now, according to articles that I read, it said that the importance of a bachelor's degree is not that it's required, but it will really give you a leg up on the competition because of the fact that construction can be a competitive field. Additionally, another route that you could go down is to just simply work your way up to a construction manager position. You start out at a lower, like foreman level, and then you work your way up to the construction manager. Another option is to go to a 2-year college that offers a construction management program as well. And according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, there are over 200 different options to choose from if you're somebody that wants to pursue this route. That way you can get a certification, you can get a degree in some sort of construction related field, but you don't necessarily have to go into an expensive 4-year university in order to obtain that. So this is a great option that has a variety of different paths on how you can achieve this career path. This career is a great option for people that like to be outside, that like to work with their hands, that don't want to be sitting at a desk. And there are so many different paths that you can pursue to kind of reach this one goal. So dependent on which kind of path best fits you, whether you want to go to university, a trade school, a 2-year school, you could really be setting yourself up to become a construction manager in a variety of different ways. I think exploring different career paths is something that is incredibly interesting because I think so often we are kind of pushed towards the path of getting a 4-year degree, of getting an office job, and that's how you make a lot of money. But the fact is that there are so many different jobs out there that aren't cookie cutter office jobs where you can still make a lot of money. And all of these ones that we've discussed today, either you can obtain through getting a bachelor's degree, an associate's degree, or in some cases just a trade school or certification. And all of these you can make more than $75,000 per year, which is above the national average for the average salary. But with that being said, you guys, I would love to hear your thoughts. If you have any other career paths that I didn't talk about that may be unique, high-paying career paths, I would love to hear it. So make sure to leave a comment down below. And while you guys are at it, make sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell. And I'll see you guys in the next video.